Good afternoon. Welcome to the RSSN Roundtable Podcast. This is where we're going to get into a little discussion group with our recovery brothers and talk about how we maintain our recovery today, how we keep our recovery strong. I know I've been sober 16 years. I'm super grateful for my recovery. Without my recovery, I realized I would have nothing. And so in order to stay sober, I need to maintain it and I need to keep it strong and stay connected to others in recovery. And I'm super grateful to have you guys in my life. You guys are definitely my recovery brothers and a huge part of why my recovery is successful today. So I just wanted to go around and check in with each one of you and talk about a little bit about your recovery and then also how you maintain your recovery, how you keep it strong, and how you do that every day on a daily basis.
Yeah, Scott.
Scott.
Yeah, sorry. I wanted to say Scott Addict, and then I'm thinking, check in like
Scott, you can do it. I mean, that's what we normally do, but we're super remote right now. I mean, that's why it's called a remote sober support network. So everyone's kind of active doing something different in their cars, in their offices, wherever they are. So just bear with us. But yeah, Scott, go ahead.
Yeah. Scott, I'm 6 years sober, coming up on 7, and I currently live in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and actually just outside in Rathdrum. But for me, first of all, a really great roundtable discussion. Really excited to be a part of this. And I know for me that my recovery is a daily thing. It needs to be a daily thing. And for me, meetings have never really been my thing. I'm definitely not one of those guys that can just go to regular AA meetings and, eat the cookies and drink the coffee and get filled up. That stuff and that type of recovery just never worked for me. I like to live more of an active style recovery. Which I know a lot of us are very familiar with. For me, the online remote meetings that RSSN is currently providing has allowed me to tap into a daily group that is a benefit not only to my life, but my recovery. And that has been something that without the RSSN network, I didn't have. So meetings in Coeur d'Alene, at whatever times they are, that's at least a 20-minute drive. And since I work from home, having access to be able to just get on the computer, which I'm already doing anyways, and just click a link and get right in has definitely been something that has been super positive and has definitely allowed my recovery to stay strong. And so for me, I just really appreciate that this opportunity and this platform is available. So, thank you.
Thanks,
Scott.
Thanks, Scott. I'm Nick, and I'm an alcoholic.
Hi, Nick.
Hey, Nick.
Yeah, 7 years sober, and I came out of a program that was very active and really had in your face kind of recovery, and I finished that program, and I ended up moving back home, and I just things have been going really really well, but I was just kind of lacking. I didn't really have. I have 2 kids now, and I work 50, 60 hours a week. And time was not on my side as far as being able to go to meetings. My girlfriend works nights, so I have the kids, and it was just kind of wasn't working out. I'd attend a few birthday things at the Alona Club. My dad's really active in locally, and but it was real sporadic, and I was just kind of floating through the last couple of years. I was missing something, and I was approached by RSSN and to join, and ever since then, I think I don't quite hit one every day a meeting, but it's pretty close, and I think it's been great for me because I can do them at home. I can do them on the way home from work, and I'm able to still be with my kids and not have to find a sitter or take them down to grandma and grandpa's or whatever the situation is. And it's just made things a lot easier. And I'm definitely feeling better because, I'm the kind of guy that if I don't have recovery, I isolate and I get very, I can get like irritable and like kind of short, and I kind of, to kind of get caught up in myself. And I think being able to be a part of something like this has really gotten me back out of that, and I've really just been feeling better overall. And because I don't ever want to be like a dry drunk or anything like that. I don't want to be a guy who just has a bunch of time, doesn't have any recovery behind it. So I think this has been the best thing that could have happened really as far as my recovery. And yeah, it's got me feeling good. So I'm happy to be here. Thanks.
Thanks, Nick.
Thanks, Nick. Hey guys, I'm Steve. I have 8 years sober. For a long time, I would go to a meeting every Friday at the Solano Club. It was a speaker meeting, and then I just slowly just stopped going. And then it would turn into I would only go to a meeting on my birthday to get a chip. And then some guy said something. He said, "I'm here to save my life." And that really hit me. I'm like, what happened? Why aren't I showing up for my recovery like I should be? And then thank God for this program. Like my recovery is right in front of me now. Like there's always meetings 24/7. I mean, I have no excuses. I got guys asking me to lead meetings all the time. I'm a part of a step study. Like my recovery now is stronger than it's ever been. And it's like a godsend, like with how busy we are in life and how hard everything is, how easy it is just to kind of say, I don't need to do that right now. And now it's right here in front of us. So just grateful we have this, and that's it. Thank you guys.
Yeah,
Thanks, Steve.
Steve. Bobby Alcoholic.
Yeah, Bobby.
So I have just over 6 months sobriety. I'm in a men's structured sober living, and I work full time. I'm not always able to get to an in-person meeting, and one of the things that I appreciate about RSSN here is that because of the number of meetings that happen every day, sometimes I'm able to get on one before work, sometimes it's at lunch, sometimes it's after work. There's always a meeting going on. I think it's 5 times a day. And that's something that I really appreciate. I'm in a small town and there aren't a whole lot of in-person meetings anyways. And so it just really fits in with my life. I'm able to stay connected. I get to see a lot of the same people over and over. And so I like the consistency and the accountability that we get on here. And it really feels like a family. That's something that I really appreciate. So thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Bobby.
Thanks, Bobby.
Hey, I'm Steve, 12 years sober, alcoholic.
Hey, Steve.
Steve.
Only time, honestly, that I've ever gone to a meeting is when I was court ordered. Other than that, I don't think I ever wanted to go or gone on my own. And luckily, I married a wife who is allergic to alcohol and hates alcohol, which helped me stay sober. So really, it's by grace of God that I stayed sober as long as I did, with my wife being, I guess, my recovery partner, and then going to church every Sunday and whenever, and just those brothers that kind of kept me accountable. And when I hit 12 years in November, it was kind of scary. I didn't know how. And when I met Daniel through baseball, his kid and our boys played baseball together before, and kind of stayed connected through that way. And he told me about RSSN. I just felt like, just like what Steve said, God sent. And I was like, man, this is good. I don't know what it's gonna be like, but ever since this was introduced to me in my life and being part of the meetings every day, remote, like I'm so busy every day. So are you guys. And I could just get on at 7 a.m. if I'm having a 1 hour drive, or 20-minute break at 3 o'clock. I can just come on and just listen to you guys. I don't have to say anything. I just listen to what you guys have to say and just get a piece of that nugget, and I'm good. I'm just really thankful to be part of this RSSN and to have met Daniel. Daniel's got sent. So RSSN, being part of this is just awesome. And getting to meet all you guys who are just awesome, man. I don't think I'm not cool enough to be your high school friend. You know what I'm saying? but thanks to sobriety, dang, I could hang out with you guys, and I'm okay. Thanks for letting me share.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Steve.
Steve.
Yeah, I'm Daniel. I'm an addict, and I also struggle with getting to meetings. I mean, my life is really busy. I have 4 boys, and 2 of my boys, like Steve said, they play baseball. We're big into baseball and golf, and so we're traveling a lot. And I'm working. I also work in recovery, but I definitely was lacking. Something was lacking in my life too, and I wasn't attending meetings. And I know that I just know that the longer I stay sober, I always kind of talk about like I need to protect my recovery, because I was sober for about 5 years at one point, and then I relapsed, but it was because I stopped going to meetings. I wasn't connected to my recovery brothers or my support system, and then I just kind of forgot, about like what, just kind of that desperation that I had, early on in my recovery, and I really need to hold on to that. And I really love. I was totally against remote recovery, against it, but I absolutely love it. I love it. I love just clicking on, seeing you guys. I mean, we have people all over the country that are on remote sober support network, and we are all close to each other. And we, every day it's like we do a little reading, we do a little share, we do, a little check-in, whatever it is, something that's going on in our lives, we can just talk about. And I need to like stay connected to my recovery. I know that if I want to ensure my sobriety, and I definitely want to do that, because without that, I'm done. And so I love that we're all on here together, and I appreciate you guys all sharing about that. And I think it's super important for us to share about it so that we can, reach out to others and help others that are struggling or looking for a place to go, because sometimes traditional AA or other meetings are hard to get to. It's hard to get to them, and we don't have the time in the day to. I mean, I definitely, I could make time, but I definitely, with my schedule, I don't have that time, and this is just a better way for me. So, and I just enjoy it more too. So, so that was our roundtable today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I appreciate you guys being on, and I love that I love Scott's backdrop. It's a very cool backdrop, Scott. You're in the galaxy or somewhere far off into space or something. But I appreciate all of you guys, and let's do this again.
Yeah. That was great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, you guys.
Guys.